the Sharks are on the plane to Melbourne and Nicho Hynes addressed the media from Sydney Airport a short time ago.
You know, we deserve to be here. We wouldn't be here if we didn't. You know, the respect, that's all other people's opinions. Obviously, we probably used that a little bit in that first final with motivation, but at the moment, I just want to get the job done for the team. And, you know, if someone disses your family, I think anyone would go out of their way to say something and speak up about it. And the Sharks is my family, and I take things personally when people try and diss my family, and maybe I've just had a little bit enough of it over the last few years with people disrespecting the Sharks. And yeah, I'll fight for the Sharks until I stop wearing these jerseys.
Okay. Interesting take there from Nicho Hynes. Very entertaining, I'm finding his press conferences lately. Dissing the family, I wasn't sure where that was heading.
Yeah.
But then we got there eventually, and okay, I'm still a bit perplexed by it. But what I liked about it was that they did use the disrespect for that final on the weekend, because no one has really, I wouldn't say no one, but majority of people haven't shown them any respect. And I love the fact that they galvanised and used that as motivation to win against the Raiders. I didn't think they would use it this week because everyone is respecting them now.
They are now.
Everyone now is saying they are genuine title contenders. They're not the favourites, but they have a damn good chance of winning the competition because of how much they have improved. But again, you listen to Nicho, and you know he still holds things from the past. You know, it's clear. You know, dissing his family, which his family now I've worked out is the Cronulla Sharks. How do we take this? I don't even know how to respond to it.
I think they are genuinely using the chip on the shoulder in relation to lack of respect, the playing group. And I was interesting. I was listening to Matty Johns talk about how ultimately the Sharks are a bunch of nice guys, right? That's how we've seen the Sharks for so long. Nice bunch of blokes.
Extension of their coach.
Yeah, exactly. Extension of their coach. However, Matty said this: in the past 4 weeks, they've shifted their personality.
Yes.
And they've become the "you don't respect us." We got a chip on our shoulder about that. And you can see it in their game. They're playing with ridiculous resilience on their line. Defensively, it's showing in their football the way they've had to win games with less possession than their opposition in both semis. And I think it's a shift in personality that's helping their cause.
Shift they've needed. They've needed some change.
I agree, mate.
Because they've been so, and we've said it all year, they've been so similar every year.
Whatever.
And they've had similar results because of it, even though they've been so consistent and, you know, have competed at a high level now for a number of years. The shift to that little bit of arrogance.
Don't we just respect, like, the theme? You know how you saw Penrith and that's that, and, you know, they've been reading about a samurai and it's this, and Nathan's our samurai, and you go that we've got a chip on our shoulder, whatever it is, right? And if that's their theme for this final series, and they don't want to be Mr. Nice Guy anymore, and Nicho and all those guys, they do look like a really nice community-based side, but they've got to get a bit of mongrel about them.
Two things. Firstly, I'm pleasantly surprised how much respect they've been given this week. I really thought people are going to come out in the media and say that was Canberra's bubble had burst and Ethan Strange...
Reedy did.
Did he?
Yes, Reedy.
Lone Ranger there. But really, it hasn't been... people have given Cronulla...
You think they can win the comp? You think they can win the comp?
They can certainly beat Melbourne.
Hang on.
Oh, you want to... No.
Hang on.
They can beat Melbourne.
No.
Can they win the comp? That's what...
Sure. They can beat Brisbane.
They're one of the last 4 teams. They can win the comp.
Yeah.
Okay.
But can I make this
from the Sharks fan? We expect
I'm not
one
sure,
of 14.
I'm not sure they've been disrespected, or they should be as aggrieved about the disrespect as much as they should.
But Gordy's right.
You get the respect you deserve in our game. Stop talking about it.
Yeah, but Gordy, I think the storyline, every team has a storyline that drives them through a finals campaign. And this is what's pushing them. I think it's working for them. And you can see it in the way they're playing. They fight for each other. Super resilient.
You talk about storylines, and the one that's been around for a long time is their halves, right? And Nicho Hynes, especially him. Now, you're in the lab today, and you think the stability they've had in their spine, Blake Brayley, you name it, Kennedy. The stability that they've had for such a long period of time now has held them in good stead, and is why they are where they are now.
Yeah, ultimately, they've come through the other side to this point in time, and it's taken some pain, no doubt, Braith. But what I was seeing with these numbers is that the Melbourne Storm spine of Pappenhausen, Munster, Hughes and Grant, the best spine in the comp by a country mile, have only played 8 games together. as a spine compared to the Sharks 25. And I just wonder, when we get to Friday night, so much respect for the Storm, but under the intensity of a prelim final, just that cohesion, the combination, particularly Jerome, whether that's an advantage to Cronulla.
Yeah. What stands out to me there is, and we spoke about this about a month or so ago, we thought, they've been so consistent, they've had the same team, but they actually hadn't had a hell of a lot of success considering the spine they had.
Yep.
Winning the last 9 out of 10 has significantly changed that. I look at Melbourne, only 7, but their win rate is very high.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's very high. I think the Sharks now are, and I said it last night, their forwards are better, they've got no injuries, they're fit, they're firing, they're playing with aggression. But the most important thing is Brayley.
Absolutely.
But also they're 7 and 6 are not only playing well individually, they're playing well as a combination. And that's what they'll need if they are to win this comp.
And those stats are good, but since round 17, the Melbourne spine hasn't played all together.
No.
So that comes back to my point about cohesion come this Friday night.
Absolutely.
Can I make a point about Cronulla? I think so much of this is on Fanua Blake. In that, I looked at Brayley's stats, right? We worked this out last year. When he runs 5 times in a game, they virtually win all the time, right? 5 times. So you ask the question, why doesn't he run it more often? We've got to have the opportunity to run. Well, what Fanua Blake has done has got them on the front foot. Last year, Brayley ran it 5 times in a game, I think 5 times. The year before, 5. The year before, 6. This year, he's run it 5 times, 11 occasions. Yeah. Because this man is getting him on the front foot. He's bringing forwards like Rudolph into his slipstream.
Well, Rudolph's career best because of him.
Brilliant.
Right? Because of him.
As a 1-2 punch.
And then you've got Hines and Trindle. Yeah. When they're on the front foot, they are damn good. They're creative. You've got the running of Hines.
I agree.
And I think it all comes from Fanua Blake.
It all comes down to, again, can the Sharks spine deliver on the biggest stage of all when they've got the most pressure on them, when we know that Melbourne can.